Hey, welcome back everybody to Altcoin Daily, where you subscribe for our daily videos on everything going on in the cryptocurrency space today. Today, Bitcoin's price is it's closer to $7,000 today. If Bitcoin's price doesn't double in the next 6 months, and to me, that means a price point of about $12,000 to $14,000 per Bitcoin. If Bitcoin's price doesn't reach $12,000 to $14,000 in the next 6 months, Mike Novogratz, who is the poster boy for former Wall Street success turned crypto, he's a huge Bitcoin bull. If Bitcoin's price doesn't double in 6 months, Mike Novogratz says that he's going to capitulate. But he thinks it will double. That's how sure he is on Bitcoin, actually. At least that's what he told CNBC anchors. He went on their latest broadcast. So he started off saying this.
I am seeing investors I never saw before, hedge fund investors, high net worth investors, getting into Bitcoin for the first time. And so, like I said this in a tweet, this is the year for Bitcoin. And if it doesn't go up a lot by the end of the year, I think I might just hang my spurs. Because if it doesn't go up now, I'm not sure when it will. But we're seeing real flows into Bitcoin. It's a hard asset, and we are literally, it's not just the U.S. that's going to monetize, but, money doesn't grow on trees. And right now, it feels like we crossed the Rubicon where everyone feels like money grows on trees. I think the Fed's doing the wrong thing. It's just, we're going to debase the value of fiat.
So Mike, give us a number, and if we don't, just so we can gauge your level of expectation, where should it reach in 6 months? And if it doesn't, as you said, you'll kind of give up on Bitcoin. I think it's a really interesting swing there. We
should have doubled within 6 months. We really should have. This is the time, and maybe it's within the end of the year. Retesting the old highs up to 20,000.
Woo! Retesting the old highs up to $20,000. I like it. Mike Novogratz is bullish. Well, wait a second, Mike. I've heard that everybody wants dollars. US dollars is what everybody wants. Why would anybody want Bitcoin? How do you respond to this?
Again,
Mike, the problem with your theory, sorry to cut you off, but everyone wants dollars now. I mean, there's a scramble for dollars, and we've seen the dollar rise in a period of stress. And I think it shows that, when push comes to shove, we may be monetizing and money doesn't grow on trees, but dollars are still in demand and are valuable.
That's always first reaction, right? First reaction is to get to safety. And all of a sudden, though, people are going to say, wait a minute, what are they doing to the dollar? And so that's when we come up with the next fiscal package, which will come up, I'm sure, within the next 4 months, another $2 or $3 trillion because the first one wasn't enough. You're going to see more and more people migrate. I'm telling you, I'm seeing it as we speak. I'm getting calls from real big investors who had never thought about it before and saying, tell me about this Bitcoin. Tell me about this company coming up. And so, I added to my position today, and I've already got a piece of, large position. And so that's the one big bet I have. And then on the other side,
sure,
being more agile.
Okay, so yes, it's true. People usually want dollars in times of great volatility, in times of great uncertainty, like right now. A lot of hedge funds actually scale out of risk assets like Bitcoin when traditional markets are volatile. But thinking long term, which is what Mike Novogratz is saying, thinking long term, it's Bitcoin that people want because Bitcoin is harder money. And this is a decent price point to get it at, according to Mike. He says he bought more. I'm sure everybody remembers this video from 2018. When this video was made, Bitcoin was trading around $6,000 to $7,000 2 years ago. And back then, Tone Vace was bearish and Mike Novogratz bullish. Let's just play a little bit.
Bitcoin, please go to moon. Stop going sideways now. Don't ever say we going down to 1K, but Mr. Novogratz say we have bottomed out. Novogratz is bullish. Bottomed out. Demise is bearish.
Bearish target of 13 times.
Novogratz is bullish.
Bitcoin could be at 40,000.
Let us go to moon.
I like it. The difference is, here we are almost 2 years later, and Bitcoin did drop lower, and then Bitcoin did shoot higher. But here we are almost 2 years later, and Bitcoin is still trading around a very similar price point from 2 years ago. The difference is that right now, both Mike Novogratz and Tone Vace are both bullish.
And when it's red, people are way over pessimistic on Bitcoin. And this has been a very good indicator in, identifying whether Bitcoin is overbought or whether Bitcoin is oversold. I am still a bull. I remain a bull. I know a lot of people are expecting lower lows. I am one of the few people that am not expecting lower lows. And hopefully, when this thing breaks out and goes up, yes, this will probably flip, and I will then be bearish Bitcoin once again, but I will only be bearish back to the area of the breakout. And the area of the breakout is going to be 68.50.
Interesting to think about. So are you buying? Are you selling? What's your plan? Let's all like the video, support the channel, and now let's all look in the comments. Right now, let's all look in the comments to see what people are saying about this. In other news, for the last couple minutes of the video, we're going over other pertinent stories of the day, starting with this one. MakerDAO Foundation plots its own demise. And this is coming from CoinDesk, which is in bed with Ethereum, so pretty salacious. MakerDAO founder Rune Christensen told CoinDesk late last year that MakerDAO Foundation had 2 years left before its planned obsolescence. It sounds like it may take a bit longer, but recent moves suggest that the organization really is serious about shutting down. First, it turned control of the supply of undistributed governance tokens, Maker, over to Maker holder at large, over to Maker holders. Then on Thursday, Christensen detailed a 3-plank plan that would get community governance to the point where MakerDAO users won't even notice when the foundation shuts its doors. That said, the institutional knowledge won't evaporate. Christensen assured listeners the foundation team will not leave the community. The team will change and be in a different form. And you can read the rest yourself. That's the thing with these cryptocurrency projects. Unlike in regular tech that aren't tied to money, you can go fast and loose and stuff breaks all the time. That's another reason why Bitcoin is so valuable, because they go nice and slow. So stuff like this won't happen, because those people who were super bullish on Maker, and that was, we were never evangelizing it. It's just very unfortunate. Anyways, Wells Fargo advisor named in a crypto fraud case. So we don't even need to go through many of the details. 3 cryptocurrency traders allegedly scammed over 100 investors through a Ponzi scheme that generated $35 million. Interestingly, the trio worked with reputable banks and institutional firms, including Wells Fargo advisors and the New York Stock Exchange. So the story is, they promised investors, Ponzi scheme style, they promised investors a certain amount of returns if those investors gave them their money. Were not able to deliver, but Wells Fargo, a little bit guilty in the matter. In other news, check this out, guys. We have gone viral on our Bitcoin. The video from just the other day. Check it out if you haven't. Everybody else on this subreddit has, and from what I see, they're liking it. And finally, if you head on over to our Twitter, the link is in the description. I outed my personal account. This is me right here. I just said, let's go on my personal account, and then I retweeted this with the Altcoin Daily IO account. Follow me if you want to follow a personal account. It's not going to be about Bitcoin 100% of the time. If we click on it, I'm also, a filmmaker in Los Angeles, so it'll be about movie stuff and just fun things, like everybody's personal account is. But sometimes I don't want to, make stuff too outrageous on the Altcoin Daily account, because I'm aware that people want to talk crypto when we do this. In other news, guys, another sign of the bottom, people are very, very salty. So I tweeted this out over 24 hours ago. Who's ready for the pop? Just showing this triangle. Tons of people liked it. A lot of people retweeted it. A lot of people comment underneath it. And some of the comments were very, very salty. Check this out. I like this guy. He has a great YouTube channel. He actually mines Bitcoin, Mr. Christoph, but he seemed kind of salty. At this point, I think the hashtag should be hashtag take care of yourself, not long Bitcoin. 10 million Americans are unemployed. Millions more people around the world are unemployed. I would hope leverage trading Bitcoin would be the last thing on everybody's mind. Relax, Mr. Christoph. It's just a meme. And yeah, that is it for me today, my friends. My name is Aaron at Altcoin Daily. Let me know if you're bullish or bearish.
I guess, Mike, it's a sign of how long this volatility's been going on that you've had time to grow that excellent moustache as well. I guess